The first question is, how do I add my letterhead and electronic signature to the PACT letters?
Thank you for that question. So we've had a lot of people adding PACT on, and they already have their electronic signature and letterhead in Jazzit Fundamentals. So the quickest way to add those components to the PACT letters is to simply copy your Jazzit financial statements into the PACT master, okay? So I've done that here. I used File, Copy Components, and I brought the financial statements into the PACT master. Now, if I open those financial statements, they should be properly connected to the KLIB, okay, so wherever that is. And if I click on Engagement, I see the names here. Now, that's important if you have electronic signatures, because these are the names that are going to be available in the PACT letter, and we're going to be putting in the password depending on, you know, which signatory we've chosen. I'm choosing Mr. Brown here, okay? So I know my financial statement is connected properly, and what I'm going to do now is just go back to the master and click on the first letter here. So let's go into a bookkeeping letter. Okay, so actually what I'll do is, why don't we pick a different one here? I'm going to go down this one. Okay, so this letter right now, if we look at it, has no letterhead. It has nothing going on in terms of the signature block. The signature is just all the manual options here, okay? So what I'm going to do is update this letter so that it has our letterhead and has support for electronic signature. Now, there's two ways we could do that. One is we could click on the Reload from Resource Center, which updates the body of the letter as well as the letterhead and the signature block. If I'm in a client file and I want to update only the letterhead and the signature block, click on Document Settings, and you'll see there's an option right here, Update Headers and Footers, okay? So I'll do that in this case. The letter does not get disturbed, only the headers and footers and signature block get updated. So now I have my letterhead at the top. Whatever footers I may want are down at the bottom. So in this case, I have my address, and on each page I have my logo down there. And in the signature area now, the name that I had chosen in the statement, Mr. Brown, now appears here, okay? So if I turn on the signature, put in Mr. Brown's password, then the signature is now in the letter, okay? So I could PDF the letter, and what I would recommend you do after you PDF the letter is just turn that signature off. It actually deletes the image from the document, so even in design mode, we wouldn't have the signature there, okay? So the beauty of putting it in to the letter in the master, so putting that letterhead and support for electronic signature in the master PACT is when you copy that letter now from the PACT master into your client file, you already have your letterhead there. And as long as you have a financial statement in that client properly connected to the resource center, we can also bring in those electronic signatures.